Okay, Thespian, like, this is your first time on the real show. Like, we're representing the regulars. We need to be good. We need to be just great. Basically, don't fuck up.
Shit, don't worry.
All right. Wait, was that recording?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cue the roll call.
We're live!
JanKyuary!
Connect.
Loading.
Broadcast.
Equipment wielder, Bluecaster, Cheetah's Azeel.
Disloyal and dangerous. Nightwing.
Explorer from the unknown, Yellowcaster, Auto Jar.
One little spark of courage! Dreamcaster, Global South Perka!
Shining through the night, Spellcaster, Blade. Spotlight on me, Stagecaster, Thespian.
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
On air! Ooh, welcome to episode 182.
What the fuck was that?
I felt like being different today.
Oh.
Not like being a...
Yes, focus on him and not what we said.
I'm not going to say what I was
Regulars will
going to
not
say.
try to take over the show.
Yeah. Gee, Blaze, what are we going to do tonight? Same thing we do every night, Thespian. Try to take over...
To take
Try
over
to
the
take
show.
over the show. Yeah! I did it!
It's that.
Actual pun.
It's Thespy. It's Thespy and the blaze, 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 blaze.
Did we
Fuck
come
it.
up with the
That's-
episode title already?
Fuck it, that's already the title. It's got to be the title.
Thespy
No
and
matter
Blaze.
what.
Congratulations, Thespy and Blaze. You're the first two Castrangers to fans to be the title of the episode.
Yay!
Yay!
Is that better than the time when Paul called one of the guest casters a fucking weeb?
I would say it's about on par.
Which one was that?
Don't worry
That
about
is
it.
a dark
Well, we'll
chapter
talk-
of the show
we'll
that
talk
you'll
about
have
it
to
later.
search for manually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. Now I know this. Now I know
That's
what you're
right.
talking
Give
about.
us more views.
I think if we weren't weebs, if we
Give
weren't
us your
weebs, it
love.
would be kind of hard to do a show about tokusatsu.
Gar, why did you just make the greedy money rubbing fingers motion at the mic?
No, he's doing the
Because
Italian.
Mike owes me money. Nah, he doesn't. He's a cool guy.
Give me the money, Mike!
Alright, so, you heard the roll call, you know who's here. This week we're talking about
Oh, do
Build
you?
episode 19.
What if you're deaf?
Then why are what? How do I even answer that?
Where are my subtitles for the episode?
Closed
Where are the
captioning!
subtitles for this audio podcast?
Oh my god.
If any of our dedicated Castranger fans would like to add subtitles to our episodes, please do.
I imagine that, like, you know how YouTube tries to, like, automatically generate subtitles for
that
shit?
would be amazing.
It would be batshit fucking crazy trying to auto-subtitle us.
Just every time it says Kamen Rider, it says elevator.
Hell, Blaze made a very good point.
Elevator car.
If we were more popular, like, we'd love to have, like, animateds of us, because just there's so much content that just needs to be animated. It'd be fucking brilliant.
Lane. Goo Goo Gargar.
Yeah, fucking
That-
baby Gar.
Yeah, that needs to be animated.
Where? I'm Gar.
You gotta listen to episode 27 of Ultra Ranger to get that joke.
I'm listening to that when I go to pick up Kelly tomorrow. I can't wait.
Alright.
I've found so many ways in Ultra Ranger to just like break
me.
Gar.
Break me.
It's the best.
As per FaceCore in our Discord chat, another moment that needs to be animated is 19 Peter Dinklages.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. I don't remember
Pizzenaria.
Yeah.
Pizza Naria!
And Glue Gun Circus.
I just remembered. Whenever we talk about FaceCore, I would just like to make a joke of, like, he's a caster, but we just keep changing his caster name.
Oh, no. Shania Twanger should be
Yeah.
animated.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
if there's one thing,
refrigerator caster
no.
FaceCore.
If
Wait,
there's-
what the hell are you talking about? That's right, pencil sharpener caster FaceCore.
If there's one thing that I need animated, it's fucking Star Ninja Cancer. That's one of my favorite
I
jokes I've ever
I was gonna
made.
say the one I love. One of my favorite moments doesn't really require an animation, but one of my favorite Castranger moments will always be "Fire the ninjas!"
I want a one of Ichi just yelling "fuck you" to me after I realized
Fuck!
the Ryuki pun.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Or just like it's just a picture of me like just raising my arms. I get it, Ryuki, and then just blue caster. Fuck you! Like pushed me off a cliff. or
We've had
something.
some good times.
Fuck this tree. Fuck this rock. Fuck all this shit.
And most importantly, fuck you!
Fuck!
Anyways, what are we talking about this week?
And our featured topic for this week is rounding out our month of JanKyuary.
JanKyuary?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright.
It's Kyuranger episode Stinger.
Yep.
Yes.
That
Oh,
was-
okay.
that was-
Okay,
that
good.
was the
I
thing.
just realized I didn't.
It was a thing.
That was. I liked it.
But first,
I watched this thing and I liked it.
I'm excited for Bill. Can we talk about Bill?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about Bill.
Can we?
All right, you're building up your excitement, so go ahead and talk, Gar.
Wow, Gar's more hyped about Bill than I am. What a surprise.
Especially after that spiel about us killing your hype for you.
That's why he went back and
Go!
watched Bill.
Yeah, that's why I went back and watched some of the episodes. But, yeah. Apparently, XA was so popular with the whole levels thing. Guess we're doing that thing again with the ranking.
With the hazard level.
Yeah, with the hazard levels.
Yep.
Since when did Kamen Rider become fucking Dragon Ball?
Early,
The power levels.
early Dragon Ball.
Early Dragon Ball Z. Alright. Power levels are bullshit.
Yeah, I know. Hell, even in Dragon Ball Fighters, Nappa still fucking like talks about like, oh, you should increase your power level. I'm like, Nappa, that's not relevant anymore. Power levels don't mean anything after fucking Goku went Super Saiyan.
Hell, and
He
G2.
doesn't know that. He's been dead for most of the show.
I thought
God
he
damn
became a
it, Papa.
producer. Went to Hollywood.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like just to talk about that, I guess, just like yeah, Bloodstark just like kind of walks in and he's just like, well, I'm gonna slither like a snirk and touch everyone, and somehow I can get their magic levels from
Bloodstark?
that.
He basically pulls a bad touch thermometer attack and measures everyone's hazard levels.
Oh, also,
Oh.
Yeah, he just goes and slaps them all on the thigh while doing a baseball
Yeah,
slide.
Bloodstark with the power of level checking via sexual harassment.
I don't
Good
know
game.
why, but the image of him rolling around in the grass like a small child at summer camp was kind of hilarious to
He's
me.
rolling around at the speed of sound.
Festus,
No!
Cobra around.
No, but he just like got up out of the
Garza.
grass
It's a
like
situation.
Got ourselves a Faust situation.
maybe it's because it's
Builds
a
on first, rogues
Stuck
on
in this
second,
hook.
Oh my
Coffee's
god,
on third.
that laser gift!
Bloodstark, he's the Faustest thing alive.
Can that be the thumbnail? Just the Sonic the Hedgehog logo, but it's just Bloodstark's helmet.
Got a nebula gas.
but
I
it's still,
don't
but it's
know
still.
exactly how that
Stark the
could be
Hedgehog.
the episode ending.
Yeah.
Stark the Hedgehog. So,
Oh my god, that reminds me of like this fucking amazing original Sonic character someone made just called Suck the Cock. It's just like this, it's just this chicken Sonic character. Yeah, it's a
Was he
fucking
not
rooster.
the
It's called
rooster?
Suck the Cock. It's fucking amazing. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god!
it's just like I love the Game Grumps Sonic Forces playthrough because they're like, what sort of Sonic character would you make? And Aaron's immediate response is, fuck the goat.
Yeah, there he is. Here's a picture of him. Suck the cock.
Oh my god, that actually looks good though.
Yeah.
Post it in the chat.
Actually, yeah,
Post it in the
Yeah.
Post it
yeah.
in the Discord chat.
Oh,
and send it to Anthony.
oh well.
Do
I
you
remember when I was
Suck
young and I
the
really
cock
liked
must be
Sonic.
in this YouTube video.
Nothing will be.
I remember when I was really young and thought of a Sonic fan character. I was thinking, I'll still do Blaze. We've had Blaze for years now. I'll do Blaze the cat, and then I found out, oh, Blaze the cat exists,
Oh,
and it's
fuck.
a girl.
That must have
Fuck.
sucked.
Yeah, I was like, it exists, and
I
it's a
want
girl.
to see the Sonic character by that name, but I don't want to see it. Oh my god, that actually looks awesome!
Right?
Yeah, suck the cock.
Then, yeah, it looks good, but
That is the best name ever. Okay, build episode. So, someone brought up something interesting on Facebook. So, during the last episode, when Grease does his, like, attack on Build Smufflewolf, like the screen cracks, and someone's immediate comment was, "Oh, sure, the build phone can survive a fall from the top of the skywall like it did in episode 1, but it can't be kicked."
Oh, speaking of which, can I quickly talk about episode 18 quickly?
Sure.
Okay, episode 18. It was really decent. I like Grease. Grease is a not badass, but he's competent.
He's a fun ass.
Because Ichi and I had a discussion where I said badass is like the most overused word. No, sorry, it was me and Cell.
Okay.
Where I said to Cell that badass is a overused word. And it has
Sure.
lost meaning.
Sure. So, Utsumi, Mr. Cyborg, has apparently permeated the recap as well. And was promptly called a cyborg repeatedly, and we got those hilarious images of him with his robot mouth open.
Yeah, just went down. He's just like, no, I'm not a cyborg.
So apparently the way he was miraculously saved by the river was Stark dragged him out and gave him a good slapping. What for?
Oh, see? I was
shot in
right.
the shoulder.
He's not dead.
I mean, he was just shot in the
I was
shoulder.
right.
We didn't see a
I didn't
body.
think he was dead either.
No, you guys kept saying, "Oh, he's dead."
I was saying it. Yeah.
Wait a minute, I just realized we didn't see a body. How fast did Bloodstar swoop in and grab his quote unquote dead body?
Well,
He floated down the river.
We saw Stark, or we've seen Bloodstar go into his Cobra form and like slither around.
Well, also when I saw him get shot in the shoulder, I didn't think, oh, that's not a fatal shot, so he's
Yeah,
not
but
dead.
the fall is
And on
Water.
on the comment of there wasn't a body for Kyria either.
Well,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
he
kind of
just
vanished into thin air.
Too soon.
It's Sword Art Online. There's never a body. Then bring me the shards.
So let's talk about the scene where just like freaking Kazumi's getting his fucking hair cut
Oh my God, they're in
at Soichi's barber.
Barber Kiryu,
Yeah.
the one Sento was named after.
The second I saw that, I just started laughing.
And then there's the Black RX sign.
Yeah, spelled BLAK for some reason.
Do you get it?
Yes, because it's Black RX's anniversary.
30th anniversary.
Yes.
30 years.
You've said this multiple times.
Because Black RX is an awesome writer.
He is.
It's spelled incorrectly in the background.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
is it
so-
Blake RX?
It's just, yeah.
So so Utsumi shows up as the representative of Nanba that Gentoku will be talking to now, and Gentoku responds with, "Stop stealing Faust for me, or I'll have FaustTube copyright zap you."
I'll have Faust 2 bots come after you.
Yeah.
You know you can't copyright us anymore after the Nostalgia Critic made that video. Fuck.
But yeah, so we got another comment about, surprise, surprise, there's another thing hidden in Katsuragi's files. Why am I not surprised?
Oh, and there needs to be a keyword to solve it. I wonder what it is.
That thing is just basically just... This is like infinite knowledge. It's like, hey, we need something new. And like,
Philip
okay, well, I
2.0.
found something new. Why haven't you mentioned it till now?
Like, Katsuragi's data files are the magical bullshit plot device through which they can explain the advent of any further power development.
I just want like Sento to accidentally stumble upon like something that Katsuragi didn't want to have, and then just like the video starts up, it's just Katsuragi just being like, "The fuck are you doing here?"
Just like Katsuragi's secret porn stash
Yeah.
on there too.
It's like a virtual interaction.
I don't know how you found this, but I wish you didn't. Excellent!
like
I
you
should have deleted this. See you.
Like,
I like
Like
how
it
he
just, like-
outright called it a power up too,
No.
yeah.
or at
What's-
least he did in the subs I watched.
Our good friend Goldcaster says hi.
Hello.
You know
Hello.
what?
Hello.
It's Katsuragi's
Sorry, you have to edit this.
secret data files. His vines. Just before he became a scientist, he was a viner.
Isn't that basically how he presented all his inventions anyway?
Pretty much.
Yeah, but they weren't 6 seconds.
I'm
It's just him
Katsuragi
playing
Takumi, and this is
Bill's
Jackass.
theme with 2 recorders through his nose.
So we cut back to the Toto government, and as Sento is confronting Gentoku about the hidden thing, For some fucking reason, Banjo's just standing there waving the flag.
Yeah, he's just like,
Yeah, yeah.
what the fuck are you doing, dude?
Oh, sorry,
He's
I'm getting ready for my audition for Les Mis.
He looks like he's practicing his batting swings.
Just goes up to Sento later. Hey, can you make me a flag weapon? No.
Please.
Please? No.
I found this. It's just kachidokis. No!
Later, Sento's working on something, and just Ryuga just goes over to him. Make me a flag weapon. 500 times you've asked me this now!
Yeah.
Ding!
Is there a flag bottle? Can I have flag bottle?
Flag bottle.
At this point, I would not be surprised.
Well, there's an eraser bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, or actually,
Yeah!
flag weapons before. Oh, it's like in the there's like another freaking Heisei Generations movie, and it just like he sees a guy in Kachidoki, and it's just like he has a flag weapon. I want a flag weapon.
But yeah, so the Team Hokuto and Team Build have another skirmish, which is interrupted by Stark checking everyone's levels, and Stark just decides, yeah, we're not fighting anymore today, guys. So Grease pulls out the Keshi Gomu bottle, which is the eraser, which probably erases them.
Back.
Well, no, it turns them
I guess it's
invisible.
like a teleportation thing.
Or I think or maybe just hid them.
Yeah, that's why I think it's a...
No, I've got it. It's a Control Z. It's an undo command. It undoes the action of them showing up there.
Just
You know,
show,
there's there's
the
like
spot
if,
them.
like they did like a YouTube poop of this, it would just be
Erasers
like
don't make you
fine, I'll use this
invisible.
eraser to teleport. I don't think that's how it works. Like you'll see he uses it and they just like scream out in pain as they die.
Yeah, they just die. They're just erased.
Oh yeah, just so I can quickly mention, thanks
Just black and
Thanks.
white, rip.
Thanks to Ichi's amazing Photoshop skills, I finally got to make Friendly Gamer a thing, so...
Which is his made-up best match of Yujo and Game.
Yeah, so
Bottle-
Anthony, put up the
bottle-
picture of Friendly Gamer!
apparently-
Yeah!
I thought of my best match and it is unbeatable.
Okay.
Cake Wizard.
Cake Wizard.
So,
You mean Cake Mahotsukai?
Yeah,
power
I'm just gonna call it Cake Wizard.
The best matches don't have to be
Just
the
stay
same
away
names
from
as the
cake
bottles,
for a little
as
bit.
the show has been more than happy to tell us.
Gorilla Diamond, Gorilla Mond,
That's another example, yeah.
Ninja comic, Nin comic,
Yeah.
Rocket.
Taka Gatling, Hawk Gatling.
Yes, we got
Yeah,
it.
they do them. They mix around English and Japanese.
So-
And
words.
sometimes they change one English word to another English word, like key and lock.
But yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's
again,
just
it's the
weird, 'cause those aren't
Ryuki
even the
pun.
same thing.
It's with the Ryuki pun.
Okay, Gar, you were saying.
This house can get invented.
so according to the power levels, I'm just gonna call them power levels.
Sure.
Castle is 3.7, Owl is 3.6, Stag is 3.7, Grease is 4.2, Build is 3.9, and Cross is 4.0.
So maybe this is why Sento can't use the splash driver, because you need to have a hazard level of 4.
0.1 away from being able to use
What is this,
Slash Driver.
Pokemon? Oh, you can't use a level 60 Pokemon unless you have all 8 badges.
This belt
okay.
doesn't obey you unless you have the badge.
Speaking of the Splash Driver, we finally got an explanation that's thanks to Soichi that the Splash Driver heightens your adrenaline, so it literally just gives you a huge adrenaline boost, makes you more aggressive, more angry.
So it's literally a steroid driver.
Yeah,
Drugs.
Drug driver.
They
Yeah!
shouldn't give.
Yeah,
They
and
shouldn't
Banjo
give.
got
Adrenaline.
banned from fighting.
They shouldn't give little
beforehand.
kids drugs and jellies.
And they're selling this to children.
Oh yeah!
That's what's really in the splash jellies. There's a ton of drugs.
Steroids.
just Coke, just a ton of Coke.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no.
It's a new drug. That's why it's so
Yeah, that's
squishy.
what's-
No one knows what it
That's
is.
why, it's not going bruh, it's just snorting, just.
All I can is
Holy
shit! They're selling children weapons of genocide for the third time here.
No, that's why, in Gaim or whatever, you just had the Sengoku driver, and it was just
Yeah,
oh yeah, we're only
Gaim-
making, 3 billion of these, so,
I thought they were only making 1 million.
no, it was
I think wasn't it 120,000?
no, it was $1 billion. It was one,
1
it
billion.
was
Yeah.
1/7 of the world's
Something-
population.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway. So
Mostly for the city.
So the point of measuring the levels is confirming that Banjo is leveling up the fastest.
Yeah, it's or are you just jealous that I'm stronger than you?
That's because Banjo's fucking Ryuga's important.
So
Because Ryuga is let's all be honest, the better main character of the show.
I won't argue
Well, what happens next kind of
I-
pumps him down a few bits.
that. I still like
He
Sento
lost
better,
some-
but we'll see.
In the next scene, he lost some cred, in my opinion.
So Kazumi insists that they just level him up, but they can't modify him again. But they can further modify his cronies. And this is where we start getting into Kazumi and friends' backstory. Apparently he was a farmer in Hokuto, but then after the skywall hit, the soil composition degraded, which means his farm went down the tube, the Faust tube as it were. So he was forced to turn to a life of, I want to say crime, but it's for the government, so that's kind of a gray area.
Like
Government
mercenary
crime.
work,
All
mercenary
the
work.
jobs he could have had, I wasn't expecting him to be a farmer.
Yeah.
Especially
Level
since
up!
he had the same
Got it.
fashion sense back then too. He was a farmer who wore like a designer parka.
But I wanted to say that there's a scene where Misora is talking to Ryuga at a park, and Ryuga says, children not being able to play in a park. That's just wrong. Says the guy who's filming a TV show at said park, making it so that kids can't play at said park.
And then he slides down the
Yeah.
he slides down the slide and then hurts his butt, and he's like, "Ow."
Yeah,
He
he lost a bit of cred for me at that scene,
which
because
was
he
that was
slides down a
funny.
2-foot-tall slide, legitimately screams, and falls on his ass.
That him falling down the slide was funny because it was immediately preceded by Banjo. You've grown up a little. Proceeds to show how not grown up he is by
And that was
fucking
like a tiny slide too. Like I don't even know how
crashing
you
his
Yeah.
ass off that slide.
But
He
yeah,
has lost all of his cred. He is back to being called Kazooie.
so we also finally get introduced to the hazard trigger, which, in my opinion, is my absolute fucking favorite device in the show.
Hang on, where's that trigger
Never.
meme?
So far,
But-
we haven't actually seen it happen. Haven't seen it work.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
they
for
used
some
it-
reason, for some reason they can make Smash stronger just by setting it on top of a tube and putting them in a box.
Put
Yeah,
it
which was
in
the fucking
ghost-
Ganma
Yeah, the Ganma
tubes.
box.
And Ganma
Oh
box.
yeah,
Oh,
you're
the
right.
Ganma
The
too.
coffin.
Ganma box.
Gun box.
Premium Bandai Ganma box.
I'd buy it.
You
Would
can
you sleep in
sleep
it,
in it.
though?
It's like a race car bed. Yeah.
So
I'm sorry.
apparently
That was stupid.
the Sanba Garasu they use it to upgrade themselves, with the caveat that if they lose in battle, they die for reals, which means they're probably not going to be around much longer.
Yes, you
What?
started loving the wrong fucking group of people.
Okay,
And yeah,
Down
let's
the
get
beam,
to that.
real.
sometimes things are born. They live, and then they stop. Forever. What?
Okay, the hazard trigger, the hazard smashes.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my sweet merciful fuck, I
Hang on,
love them!
hang on. To quote Ichi,
Okay, I loved Castle and Owl before, but with the black color schemes, I think the Castle Hazard Smash has claimed my favorite kaijin of all time.
I've been listening to this even in the past 2 episodes. You have totally, completely disregarded the Stag Smash entirely.
Which is really
You
weird.
have not
'cause he's the blue
acknowledged his existence ever.
one. I know it's weird because he's the blue one, but I really don't like his design that much.
He's my favorite of the 3.
That's fine, you can have him. I'll take the other
my
2.
least favorite is the Castle
Oh.
Smash. I think it's super...
Gar, you can have the owl since you're yellow.
Okay,
Yeah, but
that's fair.
my least favorite's the Castle, just because he's too big.
I like it.
No.
Well, I mean,
Gar, which one is your favorite?
Owl.
There you go.
Oh,
You
okay.
can have owl. They can have
I
stag.
like
and
I
owl.
like Stag the best, just because when he went to his hazard form, he actually kept his color a lot. The rest of
Yeah.
them didn't.
Oh,
No. They all got
Oh, yeah.
all their colors changed in the same amount. Whatever color they were, there are little stripes on different parts of the body.
Yeah, like
different
little-
colors.
Yeah,
main
but red,
highlights
you
of
can
their
barely
color.
notice it. He looks more like blue.
No.
than red.
If
His
you
legs
look
are
really
blue.
if you look really close at the Castle Hazard Smash, you can very clearly see the stripes of red along the
Well,
mostly
yeah,
the middle.
I see it. It's just that.
But
I
oh
see
my
more blue
god,
than red.
a living castle that is black and blue with little red highlights that has a building destroying laser, rotatable ramming shields, and it's just everything I love.
Find it at your Toys R Us now.
It's like Alexander from Final Fantasy on 2 legs.
Power Rider matches.
It's like it was made for me.
No. What would Kamen Rider build be if it was Power Rider?
Power to build.
Power Rider bottles?
Power Rider tool? I don't know.
Power to build.
It wouldn't be
Power
Build.
Rider
It's
Caffeine.
Power Rider
No,
Builder.
Build's a good English name for him.
Bill.
Power Rider Soda.
No.
Power Rider Pop. Power Rider Pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mine tastes like a rabbit.
Mine tastes like a tank. Mine tastes like death.
Why do you know what a tank tastes like?
Well, because that's
Mine
what the
tastes
pop
like a
tastes
Gatling gun. Mine tastes like a dragon.
They
Mine
just
tastes
take
like a
their-
pen.
Mine tastes like an eraser. Ew.
I got a
Mine
rock.
tastes
like a unicorn.
Mine tastes like friendship. Get the fuck out of here, Billy.
Mine
No one
tastes like a
wants-
panda. Mine tastes like a hedgehog.
So
Ow.
Okay.
there was so they decide to so Team Build decides to split up all of their bottles across the different facilities in Toto, which is a pretty good plan. And I just love the scene where Sento's explaining the plan to Misora, because she like picks up a bottle and she's like, "Well, what are we gonna do about these ones?" And Sento like takes it from her and like puts it right back where it was. And I just imagine him saying, "Don't fucking touch them."
I told you not to touch it.
That's what I was thinking too.
You're thinking of the art for me?
Mom! Misora's touching things in my room!
Dad! Wait, he's gone.
Dad, don't you get out of my room!
Oh,
Banjo!
Oh my god, have we made a Dexter joke yet?
What?
Yeah.
Misora, get that by the bullet, Tony!
You are stupid.
Yes, Steve!
Oh, one more thing. You're stupid.
So somehow, probably Soichi's fault, the Grease team knows where all the bottles get hit anyways, and they hit up the clean center.
Okay. I found this funny when, I don't know Grease's actual name.
Kazumi.
Yeah, when Kazumi's down on the ground, you see Sento on the stairs. He's like, "Hey, you!" Just in his head. Man, is this how Night Rogue felt every time I encountered him? Because Night Rogue was always on stairs when he encountered Sento.
And the fucking Buckstar keeps sitting in fucking Night Rogue's chair, and I'm like, get the fuck off it.
It's his chair.
Is this
Oh!
that figure of that figure of Crossfelt in that one promotional material? Where they just had him on top of stairs for some reason?
Look at me. I'm the stair. I have the chair now.
I'm the Night Rogue.
I sit atop the Faust throne.
I am the
Game of
Stairmaster.
Faust.
Yeah. So Kazumi breaks into the clean center, and like punches the shit out of the glass case holding the two bottles in there.
But it
Jesus
totally
Christ.
wasn't CGI.
And I don't think he was holding the helicopter bottle this time, so his hand might actually be broken.
oh jeez.
And no, I broke my hand.
His legacy continues.
Every
Legend
episode,
lives on.
every week, there's one thing that lets us make that joke. So
It makes me want to watch
Oh wait,
Futurama.
wait! I just remembered. What episode is it?
Episode 182.
Okay, wait.
anyways, while you're doing that, so
It's episode Blossom.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I
So,
finally remembered to do it.
so the two bottles that were hit here were Phoenix and Sochiki. I'm just wondering if maybe it would have been a better
No, it was
idea to
Gorilla and
have fighting
Sochiki.
best matches as pairs, or if, like, I don't know.
Maybe that
Like,
would
was
who
Gorilla
else is
and
going to
Sochiki
use
lost
best matches
Phoenix.
besides Build?
Grease.
He can only use one bottle at a time.
Well,
What
exactly.
in the in his
Oh, and the Twin
razor
Breaker.
thing?
Sure,
Ichi.
fine. So
It was
Build,
I think it was Gorilla and Sojiki because he
No,
lost Phoenix.
Oh,
last
what's it?
episode.
it was Phoenix and Sochiki because they spill over, Build grabs them and uses them.
What the fuck
But he
does,
lost
does the
Phoenix
Twin
last
Breaker...
episode.
No, I guess he
he-
must have kept it because I think the only ones they lost were Smuffle Wolf and Kumatelebi.
What the fuck does
Well, whatever. He lost it now.
What the fuck does the Twin Breaker say again when the Cross Dragon gets put in?
Let's break.
Let's
Let's break! It's just the way he said it. I fucking died
Let's
laughing.
break for the love we share. Let's
Uh,
break because we need to care.
But yeah, so like he uses Fire Hedgehog.
for
So there you go,
lunch.
Gar.
It's the Sailor Moon.
You got Fire Hedgehog again.
Except he lost it, which pisses me off because Fire Hedgehog is also my favorite form.
I guess you could say
So
Fire
I'm like,
Hedgehog got fired.
ow.
He better get it back soon.
And then we see probably the stupidest finisher attack the show will ever have. Grease uses Smuffo and Telebi in the Twin Breaker, and it produces a giant TV screen with a smartphone commercial on it,
Man.
which then causes
Yeah.
damage.
The phones fly out of the TV, which is what everyone actually wants it to do.
You splash, but nothing happened.
It just reminds me of that freaking drama where
Um,
they air ads inside your brain or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. When I watched the episode, like, okay, he lost Fire Hedgehog. Someone's gonna die. Who do I gotta kill? That was my immediate thoughts. Who do I have to kill?
Well, at least I still have Nin comic. No!
turn the page, they're next. So yeah, the Hazard Trio show up and start kicking ass. Grease helicopters out, and then something I never expected happened. Cross Charge pulls out the Taka bottle, uses it, sprouts fucking orange wings, and takes off.
So,
Wait, they win? They can't win.
Just
Let
mention
me check the
something real
script.
so what does the Splash Driver say when they put a bottle in?
It depends on. Hang on.
Squishable.
It has different sounds depending on whether it's an organic or a or a non-organic bottle. The first thing it says is "Subarinai," which means that it's not being crushed.
Yeah, unsquishable.
Yeah,
Uncrushable or something like that.
uncrunchable, unsquishable, whatever. And then if it's an
Unsplashable.
organic bottle, it says. If it's an organic bottle, it says "charge bottle," and if it's an inorganic bottle, it says "discharge bottle."
Ew.
Well, that's interesting.
This guy's bottle.
Ew, discharge bottle.
Ugh.
Kunai with chain.
Kunai with chain.
After
That's the real
Fire
best match.
Hedgehog was gone, I was sad, and Cross Charge with the Taka Wings almost gave me enough to forgive them.
But the thing is,
It was
like,
awesome.
Grease
not only
flying
is
away
it-
like Peridot.
not
Makes
only,
me laugh.
yeah, like Peridot flying away with her arm copter.
Alright.
And just like have the fucking Hazard Trio just like hanging from him.
You clod.
What?
But yeah, Cross Charge using the Taka bottle is awesome for a lot of reasons.
It just
First off, just him flying is amazing and very useful.
It's like a dragon sprouting wings.
Exactly. It's a callback to that time where he jumped out the hospital window because he's like, "Why didn't they give me wings?"
Oh, hey, yeah, you're right.
Oh my god, you're right.
And also,
Whoa!
the wings being orange match up with his eyes real nice.
Yeah.
So I hope we see a lot more of that.
So then he gets like, yeah.
Your
so
wings
then he,
really
like,
bring out your eyes.
Yeah.
so then he flies, and then like, I know like they couldn't actually have like the suit actor just like actually like falling. So you see him like it's like just him jumping off a platform, lands on his legs, and then falls over as if he actually fell straight from the ground from the air.
Cue
So-
the Toy Story music. I won't go sailing. No more.
It's not flying, it's falling with
With
style.
And then Misora apparently fucking can heal now, so she has Dende abilities.
And then she passes out.
Yeah, and she passes out, and it's like
That's-
she was like laughing at it. She
Wait.
was like, "Look at her collapse!"
So
She did-
what? This is
Dickbag.
Kamen Rider Wizard?
She didn't pass out because she healed him. She passed out because she touched Senpai.
Yes.
Oh my
canon.
god! He has pecs!
A Misora.
Oh my
Oh, and yeah, there was that scene earlier where, like, when they first confront the Grease team, they're like, "Why do you know Mitan?"
Sento's like,
That's not her.
"That's not her."
So,
Oh.
No, I love it too. Like, make like fucking Grease like mentions it, and then just like you see them like stumble, like, "Oh my god!"
It's her stunt double. Yeah.
like, I remember when I saw that, I was like, I want there to be a plot point where they just have like in the middle of a fight, and then they like have Misora just start a live show, and then like you just like just runs and hides in a corner to watch it.
I apologize in advance for this terrible joke, but I just like in my head I'm just like, no, that's not her. That's her lookalike. You know, the one who does the porn parodies.
Why do I get the feeling that that's
Oh my
that's
God.
that's a way that they're gonna like get rid of Grease for a bit? It's just like, oh, let Mitan distract the fuck out of him. while
I
we
feel
go
like they could
something.
do that.
Yeah, I feel like they
That would
can.
be pretty funny though.
It is just me-
Mikanda!
It's just Mitan talking about the war.
I don't think you should do it. I think you should join Build. That's what I would want you to
I
do.
was
and
just
Grease
about
is
to
just
say.
like,
That Mitan is how we get Grease to become a good guy.
That would be pretty
Good
funny
Grease.
too.
You know what I would like to see as a writer?
Toilet
Grease
mode
with the
activated.
build driver.
Sorry?
I want to see Grease, but with the build driver.
Oh. Well, I mean, just imagine what... I was going to say, does he use any organic bottles? I don't think he has.
No, he's gonna use all the. I think that when they were both revealed in the magazine, he had all the inorganic and cross use the
I was gonna
organic.
say, if you look at Phoenix Robot, there's half of what Grease with a build driver would look like.
Or maybe it would just be like full, like a cross where it's just all robot.
Sure, if you put
But
robot,
I-
if you put robot in the
The,
cross
the,
dragon.
the Grease robot.
Wake
If-
up,
if-
building! Get cross robot!
Get
If-
Grease
It's a
robot.
fighting robot.
Oh yeah, get Grease
Yeah.
robot.
Mega
Yeah.
Man!
If
Yeah,
cross,
like if he could
if you
use the
could
build
turn-
driver, but he'd need a thing sort of like the cross dragon to make it only take one bottle.
Yeah.
So
And the
then, Misora passes out, and then Sento runs into Soichi, and Soichi's just like, yeah, so you need something to combat the Slash Driver users, huh?
Proceeds to hand him the Game Genie.
Yeah, hands in the hazard trigger, which then next week we're getting my all-time favorite build form,
You said
fucking
that in the first
Kamen Rider
episode.
build Rabbit Tank Hazard, and oh my fucking god, it's
I
so
love that the
pretty!
episode name is the
I,
Double Trigger.
okay, I just thought of something. The Dreamcast just said like, oh, he need a cross dragon thing. I know what he would use. He wouldn't use the cross dragon. He'd use the grease monkey.
Oh my god!
Right.
Oh yeah, you guys are talking about like his name is like has like monkey in it.
Yeah,
so
the
it's, like,
Sa
Grease
in
monkey.
in Sawatari is the same Sa in Saru, which is monkey.
Monkey. Do you think that was on purpose?
I think it was
Monkey.
because all their names have animals in
But
it.
yeah, I fucking love
you
Build
go.
Hazard. I love the way he looks. I cannot wait for his debut in like the newest episode. Just fuck, because it takes everything that I don't like about the build suit, which is how like unsymmetrical it is. Asymmetrical, thank you. Asymmetrical it is, and just makes it just
Well, I mean,
black symmetrical suit with Build's eyes.
I mean, technically the asymmetry and the angle is still there. It's just all painted black.
I
So
do.
that you can't see it.
I still like. I understand. I do kind of like it a bit more now. I didn't like it before because it was just. It's basically just Rabbit Tank, but black. But I like how they kind of
And
gave
some-
it a story
and some
reason
pointier
now,
shoulders.
because it does make them. It turns them all black.
Well, I'm just getting fucking Spider-Man 3 vibes because it's just like this is gonna be like Black Suit Spidey.
And like I said on
Like
Twitter,
the commentary.
if this episode doesn't have Sento combing his hair down and dancing in a club while Misora looks on worriedly, this series will be
Okay.
ruined.
No.
I know.
What?
I liked that post on every media that had it posted.
20 years in the future. All right, people, we're working on the Kamen Rider build remake. What do you think of the design? What? Make it black. Make it black. Kids love gritty now, right? Make it all black.
They ask how
But
much
keep
blacker
the
this
eyes
could
to
be.
make it
The
look
answer is
human.
none black.
Also, remove one of the gloves. That way he still has a human hand.
I just think the funniest
Seriously,
thing.
what the fuck was up with that RoboCop?
I just think the funniest thing about the Hazards series of suits is now we have literally a potential another exponential amount of suits just by swapping out the eyes.
Fuck.
Rabbit Tank Hazard, Gorilla Mond Hazard,
Now I'm gonna say this
Ninja
right
Comic
now.
Hazard.
As Ichi is of wanting a laser level 3 figure art, I want a figure art of fucking Build Hazard. I want
Now
it!
that you said it, it's not gonna happen.
Yep.
Fuck.
You know what's also not gonna happen?
At least a gimmick figure!
They listen in. You know this.
I didn't know.
We didn't listen.
Anyways. Yoshilaki!
Fucking Yoshilaki!
Yoshilaki. Hi, I'm Blaze.
Here's my card. Let the record show that yellow and pink casters are lightsaber fighting with their middle fingers.
I call it a fuck war.
What? No.
Lightsaber fight saber activate.
See that?
So
Now
yay!
I'm just thinking of Thumb Wars where just like they're all going
Oh,
no,
one, two. Yeah, we're, like they're dressed
no,
up as wrestlers and such.
Well, now I'm thinking of that thing that was on Cartoon Network, the Thumb Wrestling Federation.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, that was stupid!
That was on YTV.
That was
In
weird.
Canada.
No, you know what was better than that? Celebrity Deathmatch. That was good.
1, 2, 3, 4. Who will be the strongest thumb?
4, 3, 2, 1, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who would be the strongest thumb?
Which doesn't rhyme either.
I
so-
will leave if
If
we
I
don't
fall five, who would be the
immediately
strongest
stop
thumb?
talking about this.
I'm sorry, did it scare you?
Yoshilaki!
Star!
So 2 Rangers died this week.
No, Gar. Remember how you back when like you're like, oh, what if Don Armage like takes over Rampo or like absorbs or something? and he comes
Darth
back?
Rampo?
You fucking called it! I hate you! He absorbed Rampo! No, he absorbed him!
Yes,
he's
but
not
he
dead, he
absorbed
absorbed
him, but
him!
he didn't
Which
become
means when they
Darth Rampo.
defeat Don Armage, they're gonna put Tsurugi to rest, and fucking Rampo's gonna jump right the fuck out of Don Armage!
But that means he's not Darth Ronpo. He's Darth Tsurugi featuring Ronpo.
Darth Rampo Tsurugi.
Okay,
With the Moses-like experience featuring Homer!
Let's talk about that, because oh my god. That fucking jacket
It's
on
fine.
him!
No.
It's fine!
Ridiculous.
No, it's fine because it's
What's the
Tsurugi.
It was so ridiculous. Ichi ruined Ultra Ranger the following night because we heard him laughing
We heard
about
you like
it.
laughing, going, "Oh no!"
Yeah, I was laughing at the jacket.
No, it's
This
fine.
Looks so dumb!
No, it's fine because it's Tsurugi.
It kind of does.
Don
look
Armage
dumb.
possessing Tsurugi's body, and the thing he was
No,
wearing when he
no.
got possessed
The
was
thing I
the
want to
coat.
question is, his jacket was destroyed, and then the next scene, oh, he has another jacket.
We've been over this! His jacket is also immortal!
Yeah, he didn't transfer his power of immortality to Don Armage. He transferred his power of immortality into his jacket.
That just can't believe Tsurugi's gone. Hey guys, Tsurugi, how are you back? Red shirts always come back
No, they don't. They just get replaced.
with another one.
So it's
With identical twins.
so it's hilarious that they use Super Kureno and then Ryuteo, and they try to like to destroy like the giant Mayoma or
And Don Armage is like,
whatever.
cut,
Don
no.
Armage is just like, lol, nope, you guys, as long as I'm here, I'm not gonna let you do that.
Oh yeah, and again, they just keep just giving things to my favorite character, Kotaro, because in the first few seconds of the episode, Lucky gives him control of Super Kureno.
Yeah.
This says you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like
Egg.
Caesar jumps on his shoulder, and Kotaro's just like, looking forward to working with you, Caesar, and Caesar's just like,
Well, I better. Well,
no,
I
I'm
bet.
just imagining like a cop show where like a guy is like, "This is your new partner. His name is Mittens." It's like, "Nice to meet you, Mittens."
Caesar's a treasure.
I just can't get over
Caesar
how
is
his first
Caesar
thought
is-
was, well, better entrust our frontline defense to our youngest and most junior member.
Yeah, but he's also the most badass and the
Okay.
most
I
heroic.
mean,
No.
you're right, but from a tactical standpoint, maybe not the best
hey,
choice.
Kotaro knows his shit.
My biggest
I
theory
mean, like,
now.
No, again, I said before in the episode where they all, for some reason, turned into video game characters. Everyone had their personality change except Kotaro, because he's already extremely heroic.
Speaking of video game characters, watching this whole war scene against this massive army made me think that Kyuranger would make an amazing Muso game.
You know what it made me think of? We put holes in teeth. We put holes in teeth.
Yeah, many creeps!
Oh,
But yeah, just I have a theory now that another Ranger's gonna die. Because think of it, what was always said at the beginning of the show? 9 warriors from the 9 warriors possessing
Oh my
Q-Thomas
god, is that
will
what's
be
happening?
the saviors of the universe.
Aw,
If they
Maybe
kill
Lucky's
Kotaro-
gonna die.
no, fuck you!
Kotaro.
If they kill Kotaro, I'm gonna kill
They
someone.
won't kill a child.
I
Sticker.
will
No.
flip rebuild.
Naga.
No!
No,
Yeah.
they can't kill. Okay, who can easily come back from the dead?
Lucky.
No
the
one.
robots?
Balance. Balance is
No.
gonna give
Or
himself.
Champ, who already did.
Yeah, but he already died, and we already know he would come back. Garu, because he's the last of his race.
No! Not Garu!
I'm
You
just
know
stopping
what?
from destroying the race.
I can actually imagine them doing
I
that.
mean, now Garu once again has nobody because Kotaro now works with
Because
him.
he's the only one who didn't have his own dream, and it would end with, like, my dream was to save you, Lucky, and then he would die.
I just love how
I
this
hope
is
not.
so quickly devolved into who's gonna die. Is it you? Is it you? Is it me? Couldn't be. Then who?
It reminds me of that.
I'm not intending it to
Wheel of Murder!
Sorry.
Oh, wait, you know what?
Sorry, what was
You know
that?
what?
Sorry,
I got an
what was that?
idea.
Are you gonna spin the fucking Q-let?
Yeah, he's
it
gonna
doesn't
spin the
have to
kilo.
vary, so whoever comes out
Yeah,
of here,
come on,
that's who's
come on,
gonna
come
die.
on.
I'm gonna laugh if a
Q, tama, Q.
It's Spada! Yes, Spada's gonna die!
No chef for you!
Spa's gonna die. He's
He's just gonna go, God say, and then explode.
I'm not saying it out of morbidity. I just genuinely am not sure where they're going, which is a good sign. It means that it's well written and also that we care about all the characters.
Just all the bombs go off. Hey, Daughter Armage, enjoy your dessert.
If I may say,
In hell! Go ahead.
the only real thought I actually had through this whole episode, aside from This Is Dark, I was gonna save it for the end, but then you guys started talking about what happened at the end immediately after we started. So,
Sorry.
no, it's okay. That's not what I meant. I just meant that I don't have to worry about saving it for the end, and I should say it while it's relevant.
Go ahead.
Which is that sorry if I'm being weird. It's the Are you okay?
Blaze, stop futzing around.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Your cat again?
Go ahead,
Is it your-
Emily.
No, is it your cat?
No, sorry. It was me.
Oh, no, it's fine, is that, that when Tsurugi was standing there and basically saying, like, I've already lived long enough, I'll die, and then Lucky is just like, we can't leave you behind, as Don Armage is just, like, very quickly, like, he's gonna go into his body, he's gonna go into his body, he's gonna go into his body, and he's just like, we never leave anyone behind. He's not even respecting his friend's wishes, and then he gets absorbed by the villain. I'm just thinking, Lucky, you're great. You're a great Red Ranger. You're a good person. That was the dumbest thing you've done in the entire series. Dear God, that was stupid, you moron.
See, now, here's my problem with that
So
scene.
bad saying that, but like my thought, literally watching it, was I was just looking at the screen and just like, Lucky.
I'm just thinking about that Game Grumps joke where it's like the robot from Sonic Adventure. It's like, I'm gonna possess him. I'm super gonna do it. Super gonna do it. Alright, fine, I'll just do it.
But here's my problem with that scene. So they defeat Cuervo.
He
Fucking
turns to
amazingly, may I add.
Okay, let's build up to it because I have a thing to say about.
it.
I have a thing to say about the ending, but we'll lead up to it. So they finally confront Super Cuervo, let's call him, and the conversation effectively devolves into, "I never liked your spinach puffs, never." So
What's that from?
from Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, I haven't watched it in so long. So.
Just like they were supposed to be friends, but then Cuervo reveals that he's never liked Tsurugi. He just used
Okay,
him.
that was just Don Armage fucking influencing him. That's what Tsurugi kept saying to him. He's like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
it's Don
after-
Armage is influencing you.
Except
yeah, but
after he
Don
was,
Armage stopped influencing him, he still tried to kill him.
he pulled out a fucking knife and tried to shake him.
Oh, that's true.
And
For
Tsurugi
Mother Russia!
Tsurugi promptly responds by dusting the fucking bird.
Yeah, I know. He just
Birdie's
like
got a
cuts him
shank.
in half and then just like dissolves into ashes, and I'm just like, whoa! Tsurugi fucking did not hesitate to end him.
Take that, you fucking Tenga warrior.
How about taking another quack at it?
Speaking of
Send
taking
my
another,
regard to Duck Laser in hell.
speaking of taking another quack at it, so now that we know the true nature of Don Armage's power is to jump from host to host after they die.
Like
So
in that One Outer Limits episode.
So Tsurugi is now being possessed by Don Armage and then turns to the other Kyurangers and tells them, "If you are my friend, kill me to permanently kill Don Armage! I promise it'll super work this time, even though it didn't work that last time we all just saw!
Well,
We
I mean, I
killed
think
the
what-
last host, but if you kill me, it'll super work this time, guys! Pinky
think
promise!"
I think the logic of it is if they kill him, it's like I don't know. It's like if they kill him while he's in the middle of possessing him, it negates everything.
Except, whoops, they missed their window.
He's like both possessing and not possessing
Guys,
something.
it's easy. We need the Go Busters.
But,
wait a minute. Did I say Go Busters? Sorry, I meant Ghostbusters.
No, we need
Get
to
the
go
trap,
Buster.
Egon! But,
Anyway,
bring him down.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
got it.
thing I wanted to
In
mention.
Guys,
response,
I'm so sorry about this, but Cuervo disappears. An invisible bird.
I've got
An
it.
invisible bird sleeping in your bed.
I've got it. We throw a Pokeball at him.
No, you gotta get the goggles. Cause he's a ghost. Yeah, you gotta get the scope.
Possessing makes me feel good. Okay.
There is no
In
way but only dawn.
In response to the Lucky thing, like, sure, Lucky, yes, he should have, like, respected Tsurugi's wishes, but no. He doesn't want to lose a friend. He doesn't want to lose anybody.
Except for his dad.
No one, like, yeah, he doesn't want to lose. He doesn't want to lose anyone else. So even if he has to like let fucking the main villain possess his friend, he'll still be alive.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't know, because I understand both points of view. Because Lucky wants to protect everyone, right? But and he wants to make sure no one else dies. But Tsurugi, his friend, is saying, please allow me to make this sacrifice, and Lucky's just like, no, we're doing it my way. That seems kind of disrespectful to the person who's trying to...
His way wouldn't even work.
The problem is...
His way didn't work, and it's gonna work in the end because he's the main character, but...
The problem is, this is Sentai, and their audience is not mentally prepared for issues like sacrificing to save the galaxy in that way.
Yeah, this ain't 90s Sentai.
Wait, what? There's tons of
Sentai's children audience is not ready for kill me. I want you to kill me.
They have that in Pretty Cure, and that's for 3-year-old girls.
Yeah, but that's also super cute and cartoony.
We also
had X-Ray get stabbed through the gut in the
again, Kamen Rider is aimed at an older audience.
Pre-Cure is a serious fucking thing, man.
Yeah, Pretty Cure gets really...
Well, we'll find out soon, won't we?
Yes.
Dear Sweet Jesus, some of the finales of Pretty Cure are dark as hell. The last,
simple.
Well, I wanted to say,
who has not seen the finale to Pretty Cure a la mode yet?
What?
I got it. Yeah, we collect the 7-star Q-Thomas.
Hammy's next.
How it's
Nah, she had character development.
Not much.
But that means she will die because she's run her arc.
No.
She was less an annoying
I'm
bitch.
calling it now.
Go ahead.
Kotaro's not going to die. He'll just get really injured.
And then Jiro will have to take over.
No, and that's just going to be the core 9 Rangers. Because think of it, those Q-Tamas are legit Q-Tamas.
Jiro takes has fucking Kotaro in his hands are bloody, and then he just turns into Koguma's blood orange.
Oh
I'm
god.
almost expecting no sense at all.
Blood.
But I'm almost expecting Kotaro to grow into an adult inexplicably instead of die.
Which was supposed to happen according to the original Koguma Sky Blue and Oguma Sky Blue scans.
Yeah.
But that never happened.
Speaking of him, I wanted to say something. So I guess Don Armage has some power where he is able to use like a crow Q-Tama and put Lucky in some dream world where he's supposed to die.
Oh yeah.
And there's a scene where like a bunch of like Stinger, Champ, and Kotaro are like sitting at a table like all depressed, and Stinger's like, "We should just give up. I have no regrets." But like Kotaro next to him looks like he did have regrets, and I just immediately imagine him going, "I do. I have regrets. I never got laid." I don't know why. Immediately where my mind went, it's like, I don't have any regrets. I do. I never got laid. I'm only 11.
No, just Kotaro's like, I do. I have to go back to school after filming.
I don't know why.
No, just Kotaro's like, I never got laid. Q Stinger looking over. Let's fix that.
No!
I don't know why, but my first thought that came into my head when Lucky woke up from being attacked by Don Armage, it was just like they had just had his head and chest in view, and so Hammy's just like, "Oh, you're awake finally!"
I can't feel my limbs.
Yeah, and just looks down, no legs. Just...
No.
But no, as soon as Rompo said, "Oh, well, there was nothing we could do," oh well, that's how I was like, "Oh, this is bullshit. This is not happening."
I knew.
Thunder, where he's just sitting in a pool of water.
I knew the instant he was sucked into the crow Q-Tama emblem. Like, oh, it's gonna be an illusion world.
And
I mean, we all know that even if Lucky did get his legs chopped off, they'd just magically grow back.
Yeah.
And
As soon as they had everyone suddenly giving up, I was thinking this is like the Doubt World.
I'm sorry, Lucky, but you'll never walk again. Balance just comes. I'll make you a new pair of legs. Yosha Lucky!
Yosha Leggy!
Balance like, I'll give you some legs. Oh, cool. Balance removes his top half and gives him his bottom half.
No, Champ gives him his
Floating
legs.
torso.
Lucky
from
you
now
got
on.
new legs.
Or
No,
maybe they'll pull a Star Wars and have him lose his right hand.
No, and that. No, the joke that I was going to go with is that once he escapes from the crow illusion, and thus, Lucky became the greatest Billy Hatcher.
Oh no.
Lucky, where have you been? I don't know.
I wanted them to just like pull a Tokuger where he like channels the power of the Crow Kyutama and becomes like Karasu Black.
Oh my goodness.
That would have been awesome.
Well,
Yeah, but they already wasted all. But Toei already wasted all their budget making the hard smash suits that they used a grand total of 5 times.
Yep.
and where's the spray
What
paint? Over in the Smash. Damn it!
What if this is just all like a fucking dream where it just you see Lucky wake up and he just like crashed his bike into like a fucking moon or something and some guy just found him and he's like, hey, you okay, bud? I just had the weirdest dream that I was a superhero. And
yeah,
11
that's
other
the
great
exact
people
same
saving the
reason-
galaxy.
No. You mean how like you guys said way back in Tokuger, when you guys said, "Oh, it's just a bunch of kids playing with Sentai toys."
And we weren't terribly wrong.
Yeah, you weren't. You were kind of off, but you weren't.
That's when I confirmed that Kyuranger was one of my favorite Sentais because I'm like, oh my god, they actually are kids. That's
Dun,
amazing.
dun, dun.
But yeah, so fucking Rampo's
Two
just
rangers
like
down,
Rampo
one to
gets like
go.
absorbed by Don Armage, and he's like, I know this is so not in character for me to sacrifice myself, but I'm doing it anyway. Yeah, I just get sucked in.
No, it's funny that it's not in character for me to sacrifice myself in a cool way,
Yeah.
meaning that he thinks it's in character for him to sacrifice himself in a lame way.
Yeah.
Slip on banana.
But anyways, he's gonna come back. We all know he is.
Don Armage is pulling a Kirby on me.
No, they're gonna become spirits.
Wait a minute.
Oh, what?
He's sucking everything up for power. He is pulling a Kirby. Don Armage is Kirby.
I
It's
have a
confirmed.
thought. What if Shoranpo did this on purpose so he could go inside and free him from within?
Oh, that's solely
Oh,
something he would do.
yes, you
He's
see
a
Shoranpo.
badass motherfucker.
Like Guy's gun.
That sounds like a really
Block
bad
it.
fan fiction, and I
Yeah.
don't mean like
But-
plot-wise.
That's a magic school bus bullshit.
Show Rampo
Right now-
Free
inside
him.
me.
And what lends credence possibly to this is not the first time they've done something like that. Cue Evil Naga.
See, I'm sad though right now because technically I've lost 2 of my favorite characters in Kyuranger.
Boy, did you back the wrong ponies!
Well, I mean, that's why I'm glad Lucky's my fucking favorite because he's the Red Ranger and he's never gonna go away. So,
But now he's also the White Ranger, so
hey, he rocks that fucking coat.
very true.
Love it.
That is a good coat.
Just for it to be
I am
destroyed.
upset that they ruined that coat.
I'm happy we got to see Heavy Sky Metal
He's
again.
the goddamn miracle star.
And you know they're gonna be back by the end of the last episode
They
because
will.
we're gonna have another full roll call.
No, you
What
know what?
the-
I'm gonna agree with Ichi here. Rampo did that on purpose and just was like pretty much Mimi's got a plan.
He jumps out of him, will that rip him apart? Not
Maybe.
rip
No, it's
him
gonna be
apart.
like fucking K from Men in Black or whatever. Just comes out and it's like, what the hell did you do that for? He ate my favorite gun.
I was
Oh my
thinking
God,
the Hydra from Hercules.
It's just like Kirby in the anime where the inside of him is just another universe.
This
Yep.
isn't so bad. Just
You just see
purgatory.
you just see Shoranpo just swimming like he said in the movie. You see him swimming around looking for Tsurugi.
I mean, if you got sucked into Kirby's stomach, then it wouldn't be bad because there'd just be a shit ton of food around, so you'd never go hungry.
Well, I mean, you also we already saw that when they went inside Naga and fought stuff in his alternate head dimension.
Oh yeah, with the joke I made where there's an on-off switch. It just says emotions and it's
Yeah.
just off.
It's like a breaker that's just been shorted for years.
No, this balance is
I mean,
about to
look at
hit
that.
it.
They're in his brain. If they accidentally cut something like one of the stems back, then Naga would.
It just
Yeah.
as Naga's about to do something, his legs just stop working.
Yeah, every time they swing their weapons,
Drama with the Parasite episode.
every
I
time they
can't
swing their
feel
weapons,
my legs.
every time they swing their weapons inside Naga, you just see Evil Naga, just one of his limbs just spasms.
Toss his weapon. Shit!
It just
What's
lands in
going
into his head.
on?
Starts
He's
doing
just
the
screaming
robot.
what's going on as he's doing the Macarena.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? He's lost all sense of humanity. He thinks he's an actual snake.
He's just like warbling on the
He's
ground.
on the ground, just shaking back and forth.
Guys, I think he's having a seizure. No, he just thinks he's a snake.
Just sticking
It's
his
fine.
tongue out.
Again, this is why we need animated.
No. What in God's
He's gonna
name is he
choke the
doing?
But,
I believe that's the word.
What is he doing? He's beginning to believe.
Getting emotions.
What's he doing? His best.
He's a snake.
What's he doing? Frankly, I don't know.
It's my
I'm
favorite.
scared.
He's beginning to believe.
Wow.
Just a whole entire box of memes. Don't need this.
What are you saying? That I can become a snake? I'm saying that when the time comes, you won't have to.
Okay, that reference.
Shed his humanity.
Oh my goodness.
So anyways, next week, like I said, Mimi's got a plan, like this ultimate plan.
What
And-
about Lucky?
Oh god.
Oh my goodness.
It's the final countdown.
I fucking love that show.
Glad it's over. Looking
Actually,
forward
wait.
to what's next.
Actually, wait, isn't it? I thought there were 2 more episodes after this.
Yeah, there are 2 more
Yeah,
episodes. But
Okay.
it's the final countdown.
It's the final Yosha.
Oh yeah, what's the Yoshilucky counter at?
Well, between this and episode Stinger, there were 2 in this episode and 3 in episode Stinger, which brings our total up to 314.
Jeez.
We've officially reached pie level of Yoshiluckys.
I like pie.
Ooh, speaking of pie, there's a pie for me.
Again, they need to do like the Gemini Qtama and just have them duplicate all the mechas and have them all say Yosha Lucky, and then we
Again?
will cut. Yeah,
No,
and then we
no.
will cut to the Yosha Lucky counter breaking.
No! We just need Lucky
Yeah,
to keep
all
using
of the
no, we just
Nebula
need Lucky
Blast.
to keep using the Gemini fucking thing until there's just like 1,000 Luckies and just all of them just Yoshi. I'd like to see you have fun counting that!
Challenge
I
accepted.
am
All
the
right.
galaxy.
I'll
In the
just do
last
what
episode, everyone in the universe will say Yoshilucky.
I'll just.
Oh my
Oh.
god, if that happens, it's just gonna
No,
hey Ichi,
no.
what's the Yoshilucky counter at?
No.
Yes!
No. Fuck it. It's just Corecast then. We'll shorten it down to just the Corecast saying Yoshilucky.
I was
No.
gonna say
Everyone.
I'll just do what I did last time and count how many times Gemini's activated and math it out from there.
Or be like
But then you'll see like
screenshot.
5 billion, and then it's like,
pictures.
see, there were 300 Yosha Luckies.
Anyway,
Anyways, let's get to our fucking episode of
Okay.
shit.
There was
Unfortunately,
Mugen.
I
Mugen
unfortunately
Yosha Lucky.
sorry. I was unfortunately unable to watch episode of Stinger because I of school related shenanigans. So I
you
I'm
can just
going to-
listen. You can just listen to us tell you what happened and just be shocked.
Yeah.
are you sure?
Say the movie at you. Say the movie.
Size the
If
movie.
you guys want me to stay on, I will. I just don't
Yeah,
want to.
Absolutely.
I don't want to be the lump who's in the way.
We
As
need,
long
we, need,
as-
we need you here for Doze.
I am still waiting
Yeah.
for a Kamen Rider scene.
So,
Sorry.
alright. So, our featured topic for this week is episode of Stinger.
Well, hang on.
Featured topic.
There you
Alright,
go.
so, before I was interrupted by Gar, we're talking about episode of Stinger, so it's
Oh.
Stinger v Cinema.
I
Guys,
just love
quickly
how we
talk-
got, I just love how we got several Yoshiluckys out of the way fucking immediately.
Oh, can I quickly talk about High School Wars? Since I wasn't
Oh,
here for
sure.
Yes,
it.
what did you think?
I thought part 1 was the funniest part.
They were all pretty good.
Yeah, where it's like, just like all the humans leave. Just you see Garu pick up a sword. Everyone's starting to like surround like Rampo. They're like, "So, you've been cheating, huh?"
Yeah.
Guys, no!
Commander, what's in your head? Now I'm just imagining like the Simpsons meme, like of Bart. I can't believe you've done this, but with Raptor and Rompo. Like, what's in your jacket? Nothing. Like Rompo, can't believe you've done this.
Wait, I thought like the High School Wars were okay. for a YouTube miniseries.
Like I said, I thought it's one of the best things Kyuranger's fucking released. It's so good.
If you want my thoughts, you can listen to last week's episode.
I'm still confused about Hoshiminato because he had the puppet on his shoulder, so that was Don Armage possessed Hoshiminato.
Maybe he just had that puppet by default and Don just possessed it.
Okay,
What I was thinking.
close enough, I guess.
So in a nutshell, episode of Stinger is literally, what the fuck happened during Stinger and Champ's adventure to go try to kill Scorpio.
Spoilers.
Which is exactly what we knew it was.
Spoilers, they didn't find Scorpio.
No, spoilers. It wasn't really that good.
It was okay.
I thought it was alright, but my biggest problem was that most of the movie was a flashback!
The ending, though, was awesome. But we'll get to that.
When all the rest of the other Kyurangers showed up, it was really good. But
I said we'll get to that.
Yeah.
So it opens with, oh right, they're fighting the principal.
Oh yeah, those aliens. It's like, we all look the same. You killed my son and wife.
For adult reasons!
Yeah, I was saying the vice principal.
For production reasons, we all look the same.
Monster version of Dr. Alphys.
So, Champ starts bugging out and going berserk, and Stinger goes after him. So you literally see Kyureno floating there, missing an arm and a leg for a few seconds.
This movie cost Kyureno an arm and a leg.
Guys!
But then Lucky calls in Naga and Kotaro, which it bugged me because Kotaro becomes the arm and Naga becomes the leg, and I'm just like, no, it should be the other way around.
Yeah, but Lane, we gotta show every combination of
Except I'm pretty sure we haven't actually. But I was
the Kuma Voyager has never been a leg.
I agree with Lane because I have Cerberios with Naga as an arm and Kotaro as a leg, and I think they both look better in that combination.
Yeah, I'd rather a snake arm than a bear arm.
They've never had that in the show. They've never been in the formation.
I don't.
No, Kotaro has never been a leg.
He's always been an arm. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think it's much better to have the stretchy snake arm and
there were never any bare feet on the show.
No, the only bare hands.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. That was
the bare hands. That's a pun.
The right to bear arms.
But is it better than two arms?
Nandekuta.
I don't know why it just turned into bear puns.
So we meet the big boss.
The reason that the Kuma Voyager looks good as a leg is because it's literally based on Tauros and Ukami, which are legs. So that might make sense.
Big,
strong is that why that one's an arm, so they can diversify it a bit?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
But then they make it kind of dumb because they always make it much thinner on the show than it really is. So Ryuteo has one thin arm and then just one monster arm in real life.
It's like Morty with his Sentai Castranger.
Yeah. So, like in that Shyamalan movie where the guy's only training one half of his body.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry.
So after Stinger and Champ wrestle a bit, we meet the big boss of the film, Zandabard, or as we like to call him, the Zatu Seijin Zandabard, because he looks like cool. Zatu.
I like his sword.
Yeah, that's what I got from. So
I can't see it.
He's based on a tiki.
It's the head.
He's based on a tiki, and Zatu is also based on a tiki.
I don't know if anyone else noticed, but this is immediately following Kyuranger High School, which makes it weird that Stinger and Champ are not in their school uniforms anymore, but everyone else is.
Well, no, Stinger was in his high school uniform.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was. He was in it, and then as he was running towards Champ, click back into his regular uniform.
Oh, okay.
But
and then also Champ only had I think he had a hat and it was over his shoulder and that was it.
And
so
instead of his Kyuranger jacket, he had a Gakuran on his shoulder.
Oh. Yeah,
so anyways, they all fall down a cliff into Shinken Gold River.
Ah, son of a bitch!
And then they find some flowers, which trigger the flashback of the incident.
Yeah, it's like half a year ago.
Wait, what?
Okay, why not just have the movie set?
It's amazing how these flowers were able to grow on this planet and also on Earth.
It's so there's a reason that they can delay the release of the movie.
Oh, really?
Probably.
No!
Probably, I don't know.
What if it wasn't intended to be a flashback, but they decided to do that later as a thing?
Oh no, ask the head writer of this movie, Kento Shimoyama, who has never written anything for Kyuranger.
I don't know why, but just like Champ was really weird throughout this movie. Like, just like when he's like adventuring with Stinger and shit like that, he's just like trying to like hype him up and stuff, and just like this is when Stinger was like still trying to be like a loner asshole. So,
Hey, like I just mentioned, the guy that wrote this never wrote Kyuranger.
oh,
Okay, that's not really.
He wrote Gosager, Gokaiger, and Go Busters.
I mean, like if I remember correctly, he was actually like kind of sorry.
Like, and not even the whole show, just like a handful of episodes.
Like, but if I remember correctly, he was like acting all like happy-go-lucky and stuff when he was like when they were leaving on the end of that episode.
But
Like trying to like pump him up.
yeah, and he decides to go along with Stinger just because he's like, oh, I want to see if you're actually like man enough to kill your brother.
you don't have the balls to kill your brother. I'm gonna watch.
And then, like, yeah,
watch
he,
you
like,
fail.
And then he yells at Stinger later about it. He's like, yeah, see, you're old pussy ass bitch. You're not even gonna fucking kill your brother. You couldn't kill this chick, even though because you felt sorry for her because she's like evil. And it's like, he's like, whatever, man.
But
You couldn't kill this chick because she was racially profiled.
yeah.
Pretty much.
So Stinger and Champ go on a backpacking camping adventure across Planet Sleepy. Sorry, Planet 3V.
No, fuck it. We're calling it Planet Sleepy.
Actually, at that point, they were on Earth.
I thought it was
Then they were on Earth.
There were weeks of us making fun of the name Planet Sleepy.
I thought it was Planet Frisbee.
No, that's what Lucky thought it
Oh.
was.
But the weird part
Actually, I
is,
just remembered last week during the show, even though I wasn't on, I fell asleep. Like literally 10 minutes after I made the joke of Planet Sleepy sounds like Planet Sleepy.
yeah, you jinxed yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the second time that I fell asleep to something involving Castranger.
You know,
Only the
speaking
first time on the show though.
Well, I'm sorry our show is boring.
No, it wasn't the show. It was like, well, the last time I was on, it was on the audio drama. I remember I fell asleep with that too. I said I
So-
fell asleep because I watched it too late and I fell asleep.
So
Anyway,
during
can you cut this out, please?
No, leave it in.
Horrible.
So during their camping trip, Shoranpo gives them a side quest. Here's a blank Q-Tama. Put something in it.
Put a squirrel in
And
it.
then we see, and then we see Stinger using the pump Q-Tama to take a quick drink of water and the campfire Q-Tama at night.
Milk was a bad choice.
The Legend of Kyuranger, Breath of the Wild.
Oh my god.
And then we see them in a cafe, and Stinger's like trying to feed him. And the worst part of that is he's trying to feed the cow robot beef.
He has
Oh.
beef with him.
It's
I
like when they
don't-
tried
I
to
don't
feed
think
Ank
they're-
chicken.
It's
Yeah.
just like a cow and a robot. I don't think either one would want to eat beef.
Right? And,
Cow, robot, best match.
And like while this whole montage is happening, we hear Stinger singing the first of many songs he sings over the course of the movie.
Oh my god.
Unless it's just the one song repeatedly, which I'm ready to believe.
Oh my god! Best joke that I can think of. Just as Stinger singing. Stop singing! No wonder you don't have any friends!
So yeah, this movie devolves into episode
wait.
of Singer.
Where is it? I need to find it. I posted it earlier.
That's probably the
Damn
best
it.
joke that I could
Here it is.
Episode of Stinger.
Stinger. This
Ow.
the guy. This picture needs to be edited. Come on, load. There it is. I love this
Wow.
thing. I'm the edgelord of this season. Why are you laughing?
Wow.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Wow, that picture though.
This one was just.
That makes me sad though. This is a shot of him crying.
Oh, so
But why did they use that picture for him?
I don't know, but it was a
Because
thing
they
for a while.
Yeah,
so
her
like
face.
Mika, whatever the fuck her name is, like ends up going to this like shitty slum town, and then so like we see like a sign that's supposed to be shop, but it's like upside down, so it looks like it's saying doze.
So we
I
decided.
I saw it, and I immediately just knew. I was like, if Emily sees it, she's just gonna crack the fuck up. So, which she did.
So I decided to headcanon that the name of this group of people, they are the evil or anti-dark matter organization, Doze.
Dope!
Nope.
Yeah.
I-
With a
I
lowercase d.
One of
No, I meant-
one of those guys being the guy who played Kong from fucking Wizard Force Ultimatum, and he was in
Yeah, I
Team as
noticed
well.
that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh hey, he's still
that
in
kid.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, how have they not win this with Kong's second powers?
He died. It was awful.
Lane, they all died.
I know, he died in like Champ's arms or whatever, and I was like, Kong, no!
How did they lose to Don Armage with his psychic powers?
It was truly beauty that killed the beast.
It's such a shame that he was the only member of the DK crew.
Guy.
Oh.
Just, who killed you? It was the crocodile with the bomb.
So yeah, Mika.
It was
I think,
the
like,
penguin who
Mika
stole
Retsu
my
is her name or
bananas.
something like that.
Miko Wraith.
Or like, well, I saw like her in the wiki.
That needs okay.
Wow.
Instead of the actual picture, this is the picture that we're gonna use.
Okay.
Please.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, of course.
Yeah, Anthony, make this the wallpaper for this part of the discussion.
For the,
Yeah.
Ah,
the
I got my
entire
own
time.
movie! Ah.
I got my own movie. It's so sad.
This movie feels like what if...
I feel bad for him, actually.
Okay.
I lost my kind of, sort of, not really girlfriend,
Yeah, really.
and then I stole her arm and put it on.
So like, yeah, so like Mika Retsu is like this.
That's an odd hand job if you have to say it. So.
So we find out she's like some fucking half human, half unicorn alien thing, and she has like one part of like her alien trait is she has this one like fucking monstrous looking arm, and just,
Shut
like,
up.
everyone fucking hates her for it. So like,
And like, which is really stupid because they're all like normal people, and the weird part is that everyone describes them as Chikujin, which translates to Earthling, even though they're not on Earth. But like,
Well, no, they are.
No, they are on Earth. That's where they were going.
They were
in
in
their
an
adventures
abandoned
on Earth.
Japanese city.
I thought they were on Planet 3B.
No, it was a
No,
flashback
that's the
to,
flashback.
Oh, okay,
to
sure.
when they were still on Earth.
Although you're right in the fact that it is very coincidental that they had that on two planets the same exact flower grew.
Yeah. But
Magical
what I was
bullshit.
saying is, yes, you fucking normal humans, mouth off to the woman with the fucking mutant alien claw. You know why?
Didn't they-
Because nothing can stop the claw! Yeah. That's a liar joke.
Ah, fuck it.
But
Cue it. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
Sink.
Do-do.
But of course, we
Like,
find out
didn't they
later
say
that
before that like she had lived there before, but then like the people like what's
Then
his
the
face
people betrayed
and
her.
his cronies all
we
made
find
them.
out later that it's because of Zargaboth, whatever the fuck his name is, that he implanted.
Barzabah or something.
It's Zanzibar.
Yeah, I think that's it. Zanzibar.
Zanzibar.
I'm gonna call him Zargaboth after the judge from FF12. But we find out later it was him who planted the seed of hatred, because that's a thing he can do.
We're
What is he,
evil.
Bloodstark?
Stupid.
I swear that there was another thing which involved planting seeds of hate in people. I think it was Digimon.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
the dark
after everyone
seeds.
died, they planted them in the middle of a field.
But yeah, so they end up fighting the people, and Stinger and Champ are also, or no, they fight her because they see her as a threat, and she claims to work for Dark Matter. But like during the fight, he like spins around, and some of the fights are really well choreographed.
Well, there's a Koichi Sakamoto
So like
directing this movie.
as he's spinning around, my thought was, are we watching episode of Spinner?
And
then like
episode of Spinner, episode of Singer.
as he's like in a clash with her, and like he looks into her eyes and shit, and then you see his like cheeks waggle.
Yeah. No, I like to think like he was like holding her, like choking her, and he's like, "Wow, you're a lot hotter because I'm choking you."
No, just
I'm into that.
Like they're in the rubble, and it's just like, hey,
So.
just like
So-
just like the
so you come here
awkward
often?
look,
Like, just, hey, everyone.
and just Stinger looks at the camera. I know this is a V cinema, but takes the camera, pushes it in the other direction.
Speak.
10 minutes later, just
Trying to-
see him
trying to hold
slightly
up the
put his
rubble.
jacket back on.
This movie is like pretty generous with the cleavage shots, though. I gotta say.
Trying to hold up the rubble. So, you come here often?
Yeah, I will admit, yeah, there was a ton of cleavage shots in this movie.
And yeah, like
ton.
as Stinger and Mika are fighting, eventually Mika just straight up mounts him and then tries to penetrate him
And I am your bitch!
with her arm. I should clarify.
Okay. You are... Say it! I'm your bitch. Say it, bitch! I'm your bitch!
And then like
Good boy.
Stinger gets
We're
up.
really making use of sad Stinger picture.
Stinger finally like gets up and starts whipping his tail around, so he's about to use tail whip on her.
Sorry, my head just went straight to the gutter.
Oh yeah, of course. But like, it's finally then she notices, oh my god, you're like me, and I just wanted him to go, no, I'm not human. I'm just an alien.
I'm a scorpion.
No, I'm not human. I'm just from out of town.
Dirty half breed.
Whoa.
But no, then the rocks fall, and like he protects her. So then it became episode of Save Her. And then while they're
Death by rocks.
While they're within this rubble, he tells her his life story about how Scorpio betrayed him. So then it became
No, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
So I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there.
Let's take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the story orange.
No.
So it's episode of Bel Air.
Episode of Bel Air.
Episode of Stinger.
No, I've got more. Hold on. So,
The
like,
episode
we
title
see
is still Thespy and the Blaze.
We see the full flashback of how Scorpio just walked in and literally murdered the entire village.
I got one little fight. My mom got scared.
And like one of the best.
I got
one of the best
one little fight, and everyone dead.
Scorpio fucking just like grabs this one guy and just snaps his fucking neck. He just collapses.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you don't even get a brutal death. Okay, here's another thing. This is the V cinema. Where's all the blood?
There was blood when like the village people were getting murdered.
The village people?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so Mika goes back. No, Mika
Why? Hold on,
hang on.
Why are we dead?
Kill me. I just want to know why.
Hold on, everyone's talking at once. We can't do that.
That was
Sorry, I was
my
just singing.
Why are we dead?
Yes, you heard it the first time.
Okay.
I was trying to say, so Mika went back to the village and literally slaughtered everyone. The women, the children, like everyone dead. Like there's even a scene where like Stinger and Champ show up and they're like, "Oh shit, everyone's dead," and then you just see like Stinger like holding a little girl's body, just going, "Ah!"
Oh shit!
And I just like to imagine if that scene wasn't cut, you just see him like walk over to the dead body of the girl, just like lean down, gently pick her up, ah! and then just gently put it back down.
They
and
buried
walk away.
every single body.
Yeah.
Hey, dig in the hole. Dig in the hole.
Gotta put a nerd in.
just
And then when they finally buried the village people, they decorated their gravestones with their costumes.
As horrible as this joke is, just one of the villagers is still slightly alive. Why are you burying him? You're waking the neighbors.
I'm alive.
I'm not dead. You will be seeing you're very old.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, just the one person that's not dead still gets buried.
But yeah, back to the flashback of Scorpio killing everyone. Like, so you see the full story of how it all happened and how he murders everyone. And like, as Stinger is literally crying and clinging to his brother's leg, and I was just like, okay, now it's episode of Whiner. And then he tries fighting back and just like wildly like whooshing his fucking weapon around at him. And now it's episode of Swinger. And then Scorpio proceeds to dummy him and like toss him across the village. Now it's episode of Flinger. And it's at this point Lane and I were like, man, all this senseless death, what would Michi say?
Yeah. Because all Takatora's actor apparently knows how to play as a douchey older brother.
Who murders.
Yeah.
Singer's not supposed to act not like this.
Not like this.
And I just realized, and we now know that Singer sewed together all of their jackets. It's episode of Stringer.
This movie altogether is just a mess. I was literally dozing off on the couch while watching this. Didn't help either that there is no actual light in the studio.
Episode of Sleeper?
Yeah, so it became episode of Sleeper for me. like there he is chit chat. I'm just dozing off. I'm like, oh right, the movie. I was very disappointed.
But yeah, so they're after being trapped in the rubble, Stinger uses Rock Blast to get her out, and she uses Psycho Cut to blast the rest of the rocks.
Are you sure he didn't use
Rock
Frank?
You do not have enough gym bags. You use Rock Smash.
I made the funny joke that where like she like hits the thing, and he's like, Stinger's like, oh, thanks, you saved me. Oh no, I was trying to hit you, I just missed.
It's just you see her eyes dart back and forth. Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
So she gets
I
out,
was on for my clan.
and she goes back to Dose, who promptly throw her in a net and for some reason stomp the flowers. Like, why would you stomp the flowers? What do they have to do with her? Oh, you guys had no way of knowing that she liked those flowers.
Wait,
and then the
after
village.
after they escape the rocks, it was episode of Freer.
And then, like, as they have her in a net, the leader of Dose proceeds to conk her in the head with a shovel.
Would have beat her.
No wonder she fucking murdered the entire village. I'd be mad too if I got hit by a shovel.
And we were saying while we were watching, like,
You hit me with a shovel!
it's a big misunderstanding. They wanted to get her, like, for a
Santa Claus
surprise
3?
forgiveness party.
Yeah.
They wanted to get her the cake.
Was that a Santa Claus 3 reference?
Yes. You hit me with a shovel!
I'm sorry, when that movie came out, I'm sorry for the tangent. When that movie came out, it was in the middle of my deepest weeaboo phase, and I made a whole anime version of it.
That's amazing.
It was
Yes.
a magical
We're
girl
not
show
safe
about
until
the
she's
dog-
dead. She'll come stalking us at night. She'll wreak havoc on our village with her monsters. Oh, fuck, damn it.
Appetite? Well, I guess something else.
Yeah, something about her hand.
Oh my.
Or
Her monster's
light.
hand!
No.
Oh my.
So Mika promptly breaks out of her robes and changes the movie into episode of Slaughter by murdering everyone.
Alright. Jesus, how many more do you have?
I don't know.
And I stayed up till like 2 a.m. just has an actual list of
And then like
with the time codes.
Has like a book published about how many puns?
Yeah, it's a whole chapter of the Yai book. But yeah, so like Stinger and Champ show up to see the town all murdered, and I just love how Champ like gets so angry that he actually turns and just like bashes something, and like the most legit anger I've ever seen out of him.
Yep.
And the weirdest part of the movie, we get a fucking music video with Stinger while they're cleaning up the corpses.
And I'm like, no!
No, I can see this.
Everybody, everywhere.
No, I can see this. Toei's headquarters. They're like early test footage is like showing them burying the bodies. It's just like
Test audiences think that's too drab. We
Yeah,
need
it's
to happy it up.
it's like this is too dark.
Everyone
you
likes
can't do this.
Everyone likes Stinger's
appease
act
the
singing,
edgelords.
right? Yeah,
The
let's have him
edgelords.
sing.
We'll just force in the music video.
And I love how, like, as they're picking up the corpses, there's just one random, like, American actor in there. Not the Rando Whitey!
No, Rando Whitey!
Filthy American.
And they actually, like, close the eyes of, like, the village head who was the most douchey. Just like, sleep now, gentle douchebag.
No, it's like,
Your name is now douchebag.
Hey, Stinger. Yeah? Closes one eyelid, puts the other one up. Stinger, what are these things? Champ, they're called eyelids. Eyelids.
So,
I don't have those.
Eventually, Mika turns into this kind of, like, half monster. It's really weird, and you can see her mouth and shit, and it's just weird, and... Like, finally, by this point in the movie, Champ and Stinger finally transform.
Although it's wildly unceremonious
Yeah,
for
'cause
being the
it-
first henshin in the movie.
Yeah, because it, like,
Episode of
kind of
Phaser?
lingers a bit, and then it just...
Well,
they spontaneously
like,
do it.
with any Power Ranger or Super Sentai movie, we can only do it once.
But, like, make a bigger deal about it. Like, sequence it.
No, they wasted all their big deals for the finale.
Yeah. But, what I was gonna say is, like, she shows up with the little, like, the Inromaru, like, thing, basically,
black
that
box.
that marks her as the daikon. So she shows up, like, it's still in her humanoid form, and we're like, you're a daikon now? Well, your costume sucks. And then, she immediately, like, transformed, and I was like, well, never mind.
Yeah, really.
Even though what she ended up transforming into was still kind of half-assed.
You know what this movie really should have been?
Huh?
Remove the ending fight in the beginning,
And the middle?
Yeah, remove all Kyuranger references. Keep the alien stuff, and you know who you replace Stinger and Champ with?
Bon Bon.
Charivan and Scheider, and make it a Metal Heroes movie.
There you go.
This honestly felt like it should have been better if it was
did
Metal
kind of
Heroes.
seem like it was focused on, alien discrimination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Champ uses Earthquake, they use All-Star Impact, and she's defeated.
And then she literally
Except wait, she hiccups Darkness.
and then she dies, and then her soul gets turned into a Kyutama.
But not before we get our second Kill Me of the week.
Yeah.
Do it.
Which is really weird. We always light up our feature topics so weirdly. So that like in the episode we had Tsurugi, and now we have her both going Kill Me this week.
Man, 2 times, 1 week.
And then Zargaboth fucks off into space.
Yep.
And like
reason.
as
I'll
Mika,
see you all in 6 months.
as Mika is dying in Stinger's arms, Lane and I were like, "No, don't die! We can have beautiful kids with horns and scorpion tails."
They'll be
Horns.
We
horny
get beautiful children that cause everyone to vomit.
And of course, as she's dying, I correctly predicted that her soul would become the Ikakuju Kyutama.
It's a cool.
Because
cute
Kyutamas are made
It's
of
like
dead people.
It's like a pinkish, purplish unicorn.
It's
Kyutama.
a cool Tama.
Haven't we already learned that?
Well, yeah, but we did.
Kyutamas are made from dead people.
What?
Kyutamas are made from dead people.
Kyutamas are made from dead people.
Where else has that been
So
a
the
thing?
greenest people.
I don't know.
Kyutama is people.
So somehow,
And then I buried her.
so yeah, Champ goes off being berserk again after like they revert back from the flashback, and then just like
And Zonda comes back with a
Yeah.
promotion.
and like Stinger's like, "Oh, you saved me the trouble trying to find you, asshole." I'm like, it's
Actually,
been 6
you
months
found
since her
me.
death, and now I'm thinking about going back on getting revenge on her for you. So
It's
And
been
already
6 months
wrote
since your death, and I have
paperwork.
not suffered any negative consequences.
Well, they didn't know where to find him.
and so
Oh, you
then
mean like
yeah,
where
Champ ran
Champ just
off.
magically vanishes?
Yeah.
Lucky and
Champ is
company.
magically vanishes, and we have no clue what happens to him. He's literally
Lucky and
been
company
mentioned on the
show
show.
Yeah, like, so the others show up, and Stinger's like, "I want this asshole." And the others agree to it, even though they have zero idea why he's such a big deal. They have no idea about the whole story in the flashback.
And they have.
Oh, I
like,
mean, they might. I mean,
Oh.
they might know. He
Oh.
might have told them
Okay.
off screen.
So you know how things are when like people have like daydreams in their head,
Yeah.
and like it's the cliche, like they have the daydream and their friend like snaps them out of it.
Yeah.
It's like Stinger, just Mika's body. Stinger, huh? Dude, you've been sitting there for like an hour. You gonna help me? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
And then we get what seems to be like the most fucking longest like attempt to transform ever.
This is where they start clearly padding the movie time.
We got
But it was
guys.
cool,
We got
though.
5 minutes.
Like we just keep
No,
getting-
they're padding it because like they take so long to transform. Like they load up their Q-Tamas one by one,
Yeah.
and then they like do the
And then
dance,
they're all
and they
fighting.
and they
then
say star change while they're all fighting, and we get this one scene for each of them that's at least 10 seconds, and then they all transform. So they've clearly
Something kind
padded
of cool
it out.
about that, though, is that it showed that what's his face was actually attacking them, but they were using the stars as shields,
Ooh.
and it actually did go past them, but it went between 2 of the stars.
I actually
So
do
like they were transforming, and they had no chance of getting hit.
I will admit, I actually do like the team. Like
Yeah.
when you just have all the human actors together as
Oh,
one
so
team,
you only like the human Kyurangers?
What about
Fucking
Garu,
racist.
Raptor, Balance?
they can be the side team.
Wow.
That's racist.
How's
Yeah.
it, how's it
That's
racist?
It's characterist.
You racist
No,
against
no,
rubber
okay,
suits?
okay, let me rephrase that. The colors, like, all match up together.
So you're judging them by color now.
Yeah, that's a little.
Wow, Gar.
Didn't think
I don't
didn't
know,
think you
give
do
me
that.
2 weeks, and
Uh,
I'll think of a better idea for yellow.
How
guys.
xenophobic of you.
So everyone does their like impact attacks, but you can tell that this is long before they decided that Koguma Sky Blue should be using the Q spear because he doesn't get one. He's just swinging his ball scarf around.
Or Shishiro
Yeah.
Ryan.
He doesn't even kill anyone, he just, like, slightly moves him around.
Yeah. And then we get to
He's
see Sasori Orange Ikakuju with the drill arm.
Yeah, and that was cool.
It's
In which, yeah, for the big
really
exclusive
orange.
form to only
arm.
be shown off for like a minute and a half.
It's like discount shitty Dinos Grander.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, but I mean,
what
they
the-
did use it in multiple episodes after that.
Yeah.
Where it
Well,
got
yeah, but that
featured for like.
but that's Endgame, and this has been out for a while in Japan.
Yeah, it's been out since
Pretty sure.
October.
I mean, didn't it come out in October? It wasn't like a DVD, and didn't come out like, aren't we just reviewing it late?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just
mostly.
reviewing it late.
But yeah, so he uses his ultimate attack, Unicorn Antares, and then like he lands it, and then there's a few seconds of like calmness, and then like at least 10 seconds after he's turned around, then like explosions
For days.
explosions,
And like credit to Stinger's actor for not like flinching a bit at all.
Well, yeah, he's
you know,
probably
like
used to
like
it.
the Akiba Rangers do.
Yeah, but that was the funny thing about the Kyuranger Rangers. It wasn't until like episode 7 where they finally got it right.
Yeah. So like they all go back up to the ship and they're like, "Oh no, Champ's still going berserk." And my immediate thought was, "So what? You left him down there? Why didn't you go look for him?"
Yeah, it's like, wait, you didn't find him?
And he killed another village of people.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Champ? I thought you said you were gonna go find him. Oh no.
Wait,
It's just
Dang it.
hard cut to another destroyed city.
no, it's like, wait, if I'm here, you're all here.
At least Istanbul is somewhere in this general area.
Where's Champ?
Why was my
He's
first
with the
thought,
19 Peter Dinklages.
beginning of Home Alone?
So yeah, this.
We left Champ at home.
Kevin! Champ!
Champ?
Oh, speaking of Black Rangers.
So yeah, this movie was okay.
I liked
I
it.
like
Could've
That was
been
pretty
better.
good.
I really liked it. Mainly, I just watched the ending fight over and over and over again because I really
No.
like it.
Like,
I wouldn't say it's a good Toku movie because there wasn't a lot of suit action. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like
special
as a
effects.
character piece, I thought it was interesting.
honestly, this movie, like, this is gonna sound weird, but like, it made me kind of like Stinger less than I already do.
That's the
fun.
thing. I already didn't like him much, and like we get it. His actor is a singer and likes to sing. You really have to do this.
Get it? He's an edgelord.
Well, maybe this just
It's really
goes.
beautiful though.
Maybe this just goes to show this is why you can't have solo Ranger films. Because Rangers
I
work
still-
better as a team.
I still feel that good solo Ranger films can exist. They just picked the wrong character.
Especially out of 9 Rangers.
No.
And
Wasn't
one of them that
rumor
already
going around
Lucky
had...
movie.
No!
Wasn't there a rumor going around that like Jason David Frank wanted there to be a Green
Oh,
Ranger
my
movie?
Jason David
Yeah.
Frank will suck the Green Ranger's dick till the day he's buried.
What?
He'll be buried in the Green Rangers.
Yeah. I do not
That's
fucking doubt it.
He'll
I
suck his
know
own dick. That takes a lot of skill.
You should have said it anyway, but that.
That takes a lot of skill and a lot of flexibility. I'm proud of him.
Guys, you know what we need?
Mhm.
Episode of Show Ranpo.
Yes.
No.
I
Well, I mean,
wholeheartedly.
I
The
feel like-
origin of the rebellion told.
No,
in
we
full.
need a
Oh.
Sarugi origin story.
No, I feel like it's probably better that we get an episode for the other characters who didn't get any backstory, like
But that's not going to
Daru,
happen.
Raptor,
No.
Spada. The only thing we know about Spada is, oh yeah, my family was like my parents were killed or something, and I had to take care of my family.
My parents are dead.
That's how I
The
became a
thing
chef.
is- The thing
I'd
is,
like to
with
see like Iron Chef.
the thing is with Show Ranpo, I feel that there is still a lot of story that has yet to be explained, like in a detailed
The
origin of
day
rebellion,
where his mentor died.
including that. But
Like
with
a
anyone
full
else,
extension of it.
With
with
the
anyone
bear,
else,
yeah.
I feel that any more
Bear.
episodes focused on any of them would just be artificially forcing character traits down their throats.
Hey
you know
man,
what I mean?
any excuse to see Reviled again. I'd love that.
I just realized. Rampo said he made his own. He made the
Right?
Root Satyr.
We could have him on. We
What?
could have part of the movie be how he built it.
Yeah. One sec.
Anyways.
But yeah, the Kyurangers won't get their own Returns v Cinema because that's being replaced by the Space Squad v Cinema.
And I'm fine with that.
Ooh,
Which means
fine.
more Stinger.
Which means
I was gonna say
We don't
something
even-
that like.
just
Rampo said he made the Root Satyr. Yet every single time they needed to make something technological, he just left it up to balance.
Yeah.
balance is up to you.
I've made something very technologically
Well, then
advanced
again,
that I could help you,
we
but I
showed-
don't want to.
Like even Rampo like showed that like even though he created the Ryu Violet powers, they weren't stable.
That.
Yeah.
So like
That's
maybe he's just not confident in himself.
like balance. You'll do it better, so go right ahead.
It's not like they're trying to create powers. It's just little trinkets that will probably only work once.
It's like Lane trying to fix our TV and then just decides to tell me to do it.
Yep.
Anyways, I think it's time to wrap up this
Anyways.
episode.
Anyways,
thank
is a
you
fun
for having me on.
Always, my dear.
I know, but like,
Thanks for
I
having us
didn't.
on.
Thank you for having me tonight.
Of course,
No.
Thespian.
Sorry,
Yay.
what were you saying?
Thank you for being on, Thespian.
One last thing about episode Stinger.
Uh-huh.
Stinger's actor is actually a really good singer.
He is.
Well, yeah.
Yes, he
His
is.
singing ability is very good.
Have you guys ever heard his cover of the ending theme?
No.
He did a cover of Q-Tama
No, I've
Yes.
never heard
Oh
it.
my god, I gotta
I'll,
watch
I'll
that.
show you guys after we're done.
Wait, can we extend it for just 1 minute while we listen to this?
No, I don't want to
No,
risk us
no.
getting zapped.
Yeah, I want. I
No,
don't want-
no, wait, no, we don't listen to it. We won't listen to it. We just like listen to it, then come back like, oh my
No,
god.
no.
Here's the shocker. We're gonna like it.
Yeah. Anyways, this is episode 182 of Ultra Ranger, Castranger. You can follow me at Autorod at
Follow
twitter.com.
me at Lane _.
For other Cast Ranger stuff, you can check us out at facebook.com/Radio Sentai Castranger.
No, it's facebook.com/RSCastranger.
Sorry, facebook.com/RSCastranger. You can listen to our older episodes on www.podbean.com/Radio Sentai Castranger.
Or castranger.podbean.com.
Yeah, that's it.
See, this is why I do this.
Well, no, that's why I have a list. I always have a list up of like what we should like run through. You can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Radio Sentai Castranger.
That one's correct.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say our Instagram because we don't use our Instagram ever.
We have merchandise, buy t-shirts and cases and pillows and shit.
That's the thing that we keep forgetting.
We have a
to talk
YouTube
about
channel.
on Ranger.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel, but to me it feels incomplete since we're missing a ton of episodes.
Well,
they're on the
we're
other
in the
channel.
process of getting the older episodes re-edited and uploaded on the channel. So,
But I want them now.
well then tell Dave to keep working on them.
Dave's blocked me on every single thing ever.
And create a new account and pretend to be a hot woman.
I'll laugh if he actually listens to this
Careful
episode
not
and be
to get
like,
knees
fuck
in the
you.
back of your tail.
I mean, earlier he tried to want to. Look, in chat it said must resist troll.
I saw. Alright, anyways.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you all for joining us. For...
Hashtag money for Lane.
Comments for Lane.
Oh wait, so we have a Discord where you can be assholes like me and Thespian.
Aw,
Yay,
you're
assholes!
Also, by the
Last
time this
thing.
episode goes up, it'll be my birthday.
Birthday
Happy
guy.
birthday, God.
Birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Happy
Gargler.
birthdays.
Happy birthday, Gargler.
Merry Christmas.
Tapping two hands.
Gargulus,
Merry
gargulus.
Christmas.
Happy birthday, Gargulus Gargler.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you for listening.
Radio Sentai Castranger is brought to you by our generous patrons, Oliver Nilsson, and viewers like you.